in the quaint town of Willow Brook, nestled amidst rolling hills and lush forests, there stood a charming old house known as Hawthorne Manor. Its weathered facade, adorned with ivy and surrounded by overgrown gardens, held an air of mystery that drew curious gazes from passers-by. For generations, the manor had stood as a silent sentinel, its walls guarding secrets whispered through the ages. On a rainy afternoon, the town of Willow Brook seemed to huddle beneath a somber sky, the gentle pitter-patter of raindrops echoing through the streets. It was on such a day that Emma and Jack, a young couple with a thirst for adventure, found themselves drawn to the enigmatic allure of Hawthorne Manor. Hand in hand, they navigated the winding paths that led to the grand entrance, their footsteps muffled by the soft earth beneath their feet. As they approached the imposing structure, Emma couldn't help but feel a shiver of excitement tingling down her spine. The ivy-clad walls seemed to beckon her closer, whispering secrets that stirred her imagination. Jack, too, was captivated by the sight of the old manor, its weathered facade bearing witness to centuries of history. With eager anticipation, they stepped through the wrought iron gates and into the overgrown garden that surrounded Hawthorne Manor. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, lending an otherworldly atmosphere to their surroundings. Tall trees stretched their gnarled branches towards the heavens, their leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. Emma and Jack wandered through the garden, marveling at the wild beauty that had reclaimed the land. Ivy climbed the walls of the manor, its verdant tendrils intertwining with crumbling brickwork. Wildflowers carpeted the ground in a riot of colour, their petals glistening with raindrops. At last, they reached the grand entrance of Hawthorne Manor, its massive oak doors looming before them like guardians of a long-forgotten kingdom. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, they pushed open the doors and stepped into the dimly lit interior. The foyer of Hawthorne Manor greeted them with faded grandeur, its once opulent furnishings now draped in cobwebs and dust. A grand staircase spiraled upwards towards the heavens, its banisters adorned with intricate carvings of mythical creatures. Tapestries lined the walls, their colours faded with age, depicting scenes of knights and maidens in a bygone era. Emma and Jack's footsteps echoed through the empty halls as they ventured further into the heart of the manor. Each room they explored held its own secrets, its own stories waiting to be uncovered. They ran their fingers along the dusty surfaces, tracing the outlines of forgotten memories. It was in the parlour, nestled beneath the watchful gaze of a stone fireplace, that Emma's keen eye caught sight of something unusual. A floorboard near the hearth seemed slightly askew, as if it had been disturbed recently. Intrigued, she knelt down and ran her fingers along its edges, feeling the rough texture of aged wood beneath her fingertips. With a sense of anticipation, Emma gripped the edge of the loose floorboard and lifted it upwards, revealing a hidden compartment beneath. Jack's eyes widened in surprise as he peered over her shoulder, his curiosity piqued by the discovery. Inside the hidden compartment lay a collection of objects that seemed frozen in time and touched by the passage of years. Old letters, yellowed with age, were tied together with a faded ribbon. A small velvet pouch spilled its contents onto the floor, revealing a handful of tarnished coins and trinkets. Emma's heart raced with excitement as she reached out to touch the ancient artifacts, her mind spinning with possibilities. Who had hidden these treasures beneath the floorboards of Hawthorne Manor? And what secrets did they hold? With trembling hands, Emma untied the bundle of letters and began to read, her eyes widening with each word. The letters spoke of love and loss, of triumphs and tragedies that had unfolded within the walls of the manor. They told the story of the Hawthorne family, whose lives had been intertwined with the fate of the manor for generations. As Emma and Jack delved deeper into the letters, they became enraptured by the tale they unfolded. They learned of forbidden romances and family feuds, of dark secrets hidden beneath the surface of polite society. With each page they turned, they felt themselves drawn deeper into the tangled web of Hawthorne Manor's history. Hours passed unnoticed as Emma and Jack immersed themselves in the world of the past, their minds consumed by the stories contained within the letters. Outside, the rain continued to fall, its gentle rhythm providing a soothing backdrop to their exploration. At last, as evening descended and the shadows lengthened, Emma and Jack reluctantly tore themselves away from the letters and emerged from the depths of Hawthorne Manor. The world outside seemed to have shifted in their absence, the air heavy with the weight of the secrets they had uncovered. Hand in hand, they made their way back through the garden, the rain washing away the dust of the past as they retraced their steps. But the mysteries of Hawthorne Manor lingered in their minds, their hearts filled with a newfound sense of wonder and intrigue. As they disappeared into the fading light of dusk, the old manor stood silent and watchful, its secrets hidden once more beneath the floorboards, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover them. And in the heart of Willow Brook, the whispers of the past echoed through the night, weaving tales of love and loss that would endure for generations to come. Emma and Jack's discovery of Hawthorne Manor's hidden secrets marked the beginning of a journey into the unknown, one filled with danger, mystery, and dark magic. As they delved deeper into the secrets of the manor, strange occurrences began to plague them. Objects would move of their own accord, shifting and rearranging themselves when their backs were turned. Emma would catch glimpses of strange shadows dancing in the corners of her vision, fleeting and elusive. Whispers would echo through the empty halls, barely audible but filled with a sense of foreboding. At first, Emma and Jack dismissed these occurrences as mere coincidences, attributing them to their overactive imaginations. They reassured each other that there was a rational explanation for everything, that the old manor was simply playing tricks on their minds. But as the days passed, the disturbances grew more frequent and more ominous. Emma would wake in the middle of the night to find her belongings scattered across the room, as if someone or something had ransacked the place in search of something. Jack would hear footsteps echoing through the halls when there was no one else in the house but the two of them. Their nerves frayed and their senses on edge, Emma and Jack began to feel as though they were being watched, as though unseen eyes followed their every move. They would jump at the slightest sound, their hearts pounding in their chests as they searched for the source of their fear. One night, as they lay awake in their beds, a chilling wind swept through the house, extinguishing their candles and plunging them into darkness. Emma and Jack huddled together, their breath coming in ragged gasps as they clung to each other for comfort. And then, from the darkness, came a voice cold and hollow, dripping with malice. It spoke of revenge and betrayal, of a curse that had lain dormant for centuries, waiting for the right moment to strike. It spoke of Annabel Hawthorne and her ill-fated lover, their love scorned and their lives torn apart by the cruelty of fate. Emma and Jack listened in horror as the voice recounted the tragic tale of the Hawthorne family, their once noble lineage tainted by greed and ambition. They heard of secret pacts made in the dead of night, of blood spilled in the name of power, of souls bound to a fate they could never escape. Determined to uncover the truth, Emma and Jack continued their investigation, despite the growing danger. But as they delved deeper, they unwittingly unleashed forces beyond their control, forces that had been lying dormant within Hawthorne Manor for centuries, waiting for the right moment to awaken. The house itself seemed to come alive with dark magic, its walls pulsing with malevolent energy. Shadows writhed and twisted, taking on grotesque forms that seemed to mock the very essence of life. The air grew thick with the scent of decay, suffocating and oppressive. Desperate to escape the nightmare unfolding around them, Emma and Jack searched frantically for a way out. But the house had other plans, its dark magic binding them to its cursed halls. Every door they tried was sealed shut, every window barred against their escape. With each passing moment, the darkness closed in around them, threatening to consume them whole. Emma and Jack clung to each other, their love their only anchor in a sea of madness. They whispered words of comfort and reassurance, their voices a fragile lifeline in the face of overwhelming despair. But even as they fought to hold on to hope, they knew that their time was running out. The curse of Hawthorne Manor had been unleashed, and there was no escaping its grasp. In the end, it was only through sheer determination and the power of their love that Emma and Jack were able to break free from the clutches of the cursed house. With every ounce of strength they possessed, they fought against the darkness that threatened to consume them, until at last they emerged into the light of day. As they fled into the safety of the outside world, Hawthorne Manor crumbled behind them, its secrets buried once more beneath the floorboards. But some secrets are not so easily forgotten, and the legacy of the Hawthorne family would continue to haunt the town of Willowbrook for generations to come. And so, as Emma and Jack disappeared into the distance, the old manor stood silent and watchful, its crumbling walls a testament to the power of darkness that lurked within. And in the heart of Willowbrook, the whispers of the past echoed through the night, a reminder of the price that must be paid for meddling in things best left undisturbed.